So I'm going to start a vlog about being a 43, almost 44-year-old law student. I'm a single mom with a kid on the autistic spectrum and another one with ADD, and I am visually impaired. So guess what kind of law I want to go into? I want to do uh, the kind of work to be a legal advocate for people with disabilities. Had a little experience in it. So I went to law school 20 years ago, went through the first year, and decided I hated enough of it that it wasn't worth the money. And what I hated about it was it didn't click with my ideals. I wanted to save the world, and the legal system was such that I could not imagine being a part of the corruption, the insanity. So I quit and became a rock star, basically. And I've had many lifetimes since then, and married, divorced, and now a single parent with two kids, full-time parent. I work part-time. Well, I kind of work full-time, but 4 days a week. So I do 2 long days, 2 regular days. And I do massage therapy and rehabilitative Pilates. And then I do law school on my days off. I also manage IEPs, doctor's appointments, therapists, and tutoring sessions, and all those things that moms are supposed to do. So in my spare seconds, I now am going to be a law student. So I looked into different law school programs, and my kids are not quite old enough, I think, to leave them home alone 3 days a week so that I can go somewhere to law school. So I decided I would look into the online programs. And I looked into a whole bunch of them, and there's such a wide spectrum of them. There's correspondence schools where they just send you the stuff and you send it back, and those are nice and cheap, which was certainly intriguing. Um, and then, there's all the way to the virtual law school where you're in class by video screen and all that. And then kind of everywhere in between, the price range goes, from $2,000 a year to $10,000. I think one of them was even $15,000 a year. And then there's part-time online, and then you go to school like 1 week every few months or something. So the reality of my life is that I don't want to commute to a law school, and I don't have childcare. Nobody really likes to take care of my kids. So it's just me. So even if I were going to do one of those programs where you go for a week somewhere, that wouldn't work for me. So I decided to do the closest experience to an actual classroom. And so I'm doing the virtual law school, and it's incredible and intense. I'm on my second week, and I don't know, without their permission, I'm not going to say the name of the school, but I'm really excited about it. The technology's a little shaky, so kind of working that out, but I'll explain it to you. On the computer screen is the teacher, and then we're all in little boxes underneath it, in our little cameras. So the teacher sees us and we see the teacher. And then there's this whole software program where you can message the teacher, and we all message each other, and you can give a thumbs up to someone, or you can clap, or you can give a thumbs down. There's a little confused face that you can click if you're feeling confused about what the teacher's presenting. So it's kind of cool. And interesting to learn this technology. I sort of feel like I'm on the Brady Bunch with all of us in our squares, and nobody got it the first day, but I was having fun pretending I'm on the Brady Bunch, looking around and pretending I could see everybody. Nobody got it. I was cracking myself up. And I say when they call attendance, because the teacher goes through and calls attendance, I feel like, and I'm dating myself, but I used to watch this kids program called Romper Room, and Miss Marianne was the teacher during my generation. And she would, at the end of Romper Room, look in this magic mirror, and she would say, I see David and I see Michael, and she would pretend to call roll, and I used to just hope she'd call my name. I'd hope that she could see me. And so every class, it cracks me up because I feel like I'm on Romper Room and the teacher sees me in her magic mirror. So that's a little fun. It's very fun in my head. So the one thing I want to say is that I'm really glad they have this initial class that's a month long that teaches you how to be in law school. Now I have an advantage because I've been in law school, so I kind of know it's coming back to me how to brief a case, how to study, how to read, and gosh, it's a lot of work. So I am really grateful for this class because it's getting my brain kicked back into those patterns again. It's been a long time, 20 years. So what I really now I lost my train of thought. I'm really grateful for this class, but we just have one teacher. Starting in a couple weeks, we're going to add 3 more classes. So that'll be interesting. That's going to kick up the work. And what I am realizing is I've had a little brain spasm this week where all of a sudden I went, oh, I'm accountable to this. I'm in law school again. Oh my God. So that's good. The reality's hitting. Good that it's hitting before the other 3 classes come in. So yeah, I am spending a lot of time in this chair studying. I wish I could say I'm studying my butt off, but I think I'm studying my butt wider. So but I feel like I'm getting on top of it now, and I think that's good. I think it's really helpful to get on top of it. I know I read slower than most people because of my visual impairment, and but hopefully I will pick things up again quickly. It's hard to juggle, and the kids are having their moments where they are arguing and they don't like my attention being diverted from them. They're used to being the center of my world. So that's taking some adjustment, but I think we're getting used to it. I think we're going to be okay. The first year is going to be the hardest. When you choose an online program, you have to do this big test at the end called the baby bar at the end of the first year. And you have 3 chances to pass the baby bar. If you don't, then you can't go on. So for me, putting in my head, and my intention is there's no need to take the other 2. Once is plenty, and I will pass with flying colors. So but it's going to mean a huge commitment, and yeah, a huge commitment and dedication. No fooling around here. So that's what I'm in for. I wanted to sort of vlog and journal about this because it's a reawakening. It's a reawakening of a lot of things, and I want to discuss that as it continues to move forward. So thank you, and I'll see you on the other side.